this is Peggy, and today I want to show you what I've come up with using some new folders from Couture Creations. There's 10 altogether, so I created some cards, and some of them are just card fronts for right now, and then later I'll put them on. But let's just get started here. This is the first one, and it is called Royal. This is your typical A2 size card, and all I did on this one was use some of the coordination paper. Actually, it was the Tim Holtz. He's got a little pad of paper that's got coordination paper in it, so it's got a lot of earth tones and that kind of a thing, and then you just emboss. I love birds, so I am loving this bird cage. One of the ideas I had was to emboss it and then cut this out and pop it up in front, and then maybe go ahead and do the bird a different color. So the cool thing is, when you have an embossing folder, you're not limited to just doing this. You can do a lot of things. I added some bling on there just to add a little bit to it, and I think what I might do is to get one of the corner type embossing folders with a word and maybe try to fit it there. So this one again is called Royal. Now this is a limited edition, so make sure that you hop over and get yourself some of these right away before they're all gone, because they only make so many and they're gone. This is one of the 5x7s, and it's called Passion. Now I did something a wee bit different with this one. I actually put ink on my embossing folder and embossed it. Then when it came out, I took some of my Memento markers and went in and just colored around different places to give it a little bit of added dimension. Added some ribbon, a button, and then I stamped from the Lawn Fawn stamps, Thoughts of You, on a piece of vellum, popped it up and called it a card. So you can do lots of different things. The other thing that would be cool with this, and I didn't have any available, is to go ahead and emboss this in white, and then take your distress stains and just plop it in the center of those flowers. Gives you a different look there. Here's another one. You know, I'm all about butterflies, so anytime there's butterflies, I go a little wacko, I think. Anyway, this one's called One World, and it's got a really cute little butterfly here, which I have right here. Maybe you can see that with the little beads on there, the little bling. I used a Sizzix little die cut for this, and this is also this is a Martha Stewart, and the one in the back, I believe, is a Spellbinders from Wonderful Wings. I use that a ton. And this was an older one that I had way back from Just Right Stamps. So you can just kind of pull all your goodies out, make yourself a really cool card. Isn't that fun? You could have also then again taken your Distress Green or your Memento Olive Green and just lightly went across there, and that would have highlighted all of your green for you. So there you go. But did you notice? It's a 5x7. I cut it down to an A2 card. So that's very versatile. This one I thought turned out really pretty. Made me think of spring. I'm so crazy ready for spring. Oh, I must have said crazy because it's there. Crazy Daisy. Well, I guess I should have used daisies, but I didn't. Anyway, here is the card that I did. I stamped a flower here, and then my sentiment, and the background is embossed with that flower. So and I popped those so you can kind of get a different dimension, add a little bit of ribbon. Super simple. This one, I did have a lot of fun with this one. Let me turn it around here so you can see. This one is called Pure Pleasure. I really enjoyed doing this one. I used my distress markers, embossed it just on white, and then went through and colored them. Isn't that great? And this again is a stamp from, I think it was called Sophia. You know what? Let me look and see if it does say on here. It's called Sophie Sentiments by Lawn Fawn. I love that set of stamps. Very versatile. But this is, again, another A2 size card. So I just kind of mixed my little inks in there and called it a card. There you are. Well, let me move some things around and I'll show you some more. Okay, let's finish up with this one. This is a 5x7 called Ooh La La. Now, this didn't turn out exactly like I wanted, but I've been doing a lot of mono printing lately, and I used deli paper. So I used a piece of my deli paper that I had been doing mono printing, and then I embossed it, and then I went through with my markers, my distress stain markers, and highlighted in different places. I also did my little tag here that looks kind of like a banner on the end, and I embossed it and then ran the ink pad over it, just to get a different look. It's not my favorite one, but I'm trying to step out of the box and to let myself know I can use printed paper with my embossing, and it just gives lots of texture. So that may end up in one of my journals because I love the feel of it. And again, that one was called Ooh La La. This one was a very good one called, I think they say it Uber. U-B-E-R, Uber. I'm not sure. That's what I'm going to call it. And made a beautiful, I think, man card. I used a stamp set from Stampers Anonymous, the three guys. Don't know what they're called. I call them the three guys. And then I used some of Tim Holtz bling to add on the embossing there. So it's just got kind of a fun little doodad on there, kind of goes with it. And again, I think they say it Uber, U-B-E-R. That's how I say it. And that again is an A2 size card. This one was fun. You'll notice that I'm really a person who makes a lot of the A2 size cards, and it's probably because I have a lot of A2 envelopes. But now that I have my new envelope maker, maybe I'll do more. But anyway, that's a different story. So this is one that I did, and I actually inked my inside of my embossing folder, embossed it. Then I came back and I went ahead with a felt applicator, and I just kind of did, and I used walnut stain, believe it or not, on there. These are little Martha Stewart butterflies just to add. Isn't that butterfly awesome? I love it, love it. And the little X's and O's, love you, love you, love you, love, kisses and hugs, is another one from that Lawn Fawn set called Sophie's Sentiments. I just love that set. I added some bling, a little bit of ribbon, and I called it a card. This one's called I Dream. Oh, I just love butterflies. Okay, well that's that one, 5x7. This was a super simple one as well, a 5x7. This one is called Exotic. So I did a couple for this one because I couldn't really decide what I wanted to do. This again is my mono printing in the background, and this one was actually done on cardstock. So I like making those different backgrounds, and then I pushed my embossing folder into the wet acrylic paint to get that look. So this isn't embossed, although you can kind of see the design there. Isn't that cool? And added some bling and ribbon and a little thank you. And this actually, these little birds was already on the piece of cardstock, and I just used my little punch and took it out of there. I went ahead and did it again and added some glitter tape on there and some little flowers just to give it a different look. So there's lots you can do with these. So I think we've got just one more. This one I really loved because I'm not one to use a lot of this color. This one's called Turkish Delight. It has a lot of leaves in it, and I have another one that's similar to this, and I did it in all green. Well, this time I stepped out of the box and I used butterscotch, the Memento butterscotch. So there's my background. I kind of tore it and ruffled up the edges. I kind of like getting that distressed look. Then I used a stamp, and I thought, well, I'm going to make it all color. What do they call that? You know, when the colors all kind of go together. You guys know what it is anyway. So I made it monochromatic. I think that's the word, monochromatic. Anyway, there you are. And then the Get Well Soon, I think, is also, let me look and make sure. No, maybe that one's not. I'm not sure whose stamp that is now. Sorry about that. Added some bling and ribbon. And this is a Spellbinders label. Don't know which number, because as I've said in other videos, I can't keep up with all those numbers. And so that one's called Turkish Delight. So that's all the cards that I made with this group of awesome, this set. Let's see, does this set have a big name? Well, let's see what it says. If it does, I can't pronounce it, so it doesn't matter. So make sure to check your store and find out if they've got the Couture Creations. And I don't know what the name of this one is because I can't say it, and I'm not an English major. I'm an artist, and we don't have to know. We just know what we want. But look at all this cool stuff. So make sure to tell them that Peggy sent you. You have a great day. Bye.